Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. And for me, happy trash day. My trash gets picked up on Wednesdays. And I almost forgot. First time, I used to forget to set the thing out on Tuesday nights. And then I thought, Dave, you idiot, you have a Alexa thing. Just tell her to, at Tuesday night about 9 o'clock, do a reminder to take the trash out to the curb. So I set that up, and then of course every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock she does it, and I'm like, shut up, I've already done it. Well, last night I hadn't done it, so the reminder paid off. But yeah, trash day today. Jack gets all excited. He loves barking at the trash guy. Trash guy probably doesn't like it that much, but oh well. So here we are live again from the shop. Let's take a look and see who we got hanging out with us today. We got, looks like Troy Pritchard was the first one in here. Says, good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. Thumbs up. Let's see how many. Only 3. Come on. 3 thumbs. Oh, there goes 4. All right, let's hit that thumbs up button, guys. You know the drill. Mark Lindsay CNC's up early this morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Good morning, Mark. Paul Stewart's here this morning. Good morning. Mark says, not going live from the shed this weekend. Still too much of an echo and no lights until I get sheathing on the ceiling. Well, poop. I guess I'm going to have to take up the slack then. I was really looking forward to it. Well, it'd be okay. What do I got? One more week? You have it done by not this Sunday, but next Sunday? Hope so. Looking forward to seeing that. George Rothfuss is here. Good morning, George. Steve in Toronto says, hump day, baby. Yep, it is. Good morning, Stephen. Kevin Els is here this morning watching. How you doing, Kevin? Doug Sisk says, morning all. Hey, and he's on YouTube. I like that. He says, morning all, watching for signs of heat in cattle this morning. Wow, you got an interesting day. Let's see. Troy says he's still waiting on dollars so he can finish his build. There's no, it's not a race, Troy. Take as much time as you want or need. Mr. Ryan Ballard, my favorite solar man, is here this morning, and he also put out an excellent video. I need to share it to the group, I guess, or if you can share it to the group, Ryan, if you haven't already, or I will, either way. Yeah, he's showing and did a good job. I think even I could understand it, and I don't know nothing about Raspberry Pi, but he's showing how to install limit switches and homing switches. I guess you're using them for both. I know you're using them for homing switches. Anyway, I have a question I want to ask you about that, but I'll wait until I get done saying hello here, which will take another minute or two. Bruce Foley, good morning, sir. How you doing, Bruce? David Burnett is here as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Charles Steed. Good morning, Dave and all. Now, is it just me or I don't see anybody? Well, let's see. Mark says, we'll see. Got to get my table saw out of storage Friday. Then maybe I can get some sheeting. Yeah. Good deal. Good deal. All right, let me check here. It says there's one person over on Facebook, but they're being undercover there, I guess. Which, by the way, I did my little rant about Facebook yesterday. If you were here, you saw that. And in fact, I'm wondering, are they letting me run over on Facebook? Let me look real quick. Maybe they're not even letting me show this over there. Mark, me and Kate, you haven't watched the coffee sessions probably in a while, maybe, but me and Facebook are having some fun too, like kind of like you were again. No, it says I'm over there. One person watching over there. They're just afraid to say anything, I guess. Anyhow, I got another little notification from Facebook this morning because I told you I wasn't going to stop calling out that all them fake scams on there. Let's see if I can find it. And what's bad, where'd it go? Yeah, it says your comment. Now, this is in the notifications. Your comment goes against our community standards, so only you can see it. See options. And then when you click that, there's no options. There's no option. That's all it is. They're not giving me any option. But that's okay, Facebook. I will continue to call out the scams since apparently you don't have any integrity or sense of doing the right thing. Me and a few other folks will continue to call out those scammers. And you can kick me off if you want to. I don't even care anymore. Me and Mark Lindsay will take our stuff elsewhere. Okay, let's see. Charles Lawrence is here. He's over on the Facebooks. He says, don't know the proper way to sign in. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Maybe the proper way to sign in on YouTube. I don't know. Dave Mack is at Beasley Knob going 4-wheel on a Jeep Badge trail with my son-in-law, Blairsville, Georgia. Wish me luck. All right, good luck there. Good luck there. Mark says he still can't go live on Facebook for 77 days. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's just a matter of time before they get tired of my stuff and tell me to move along. But like I said, I'm not stopping. In fact, I keep that comment I keep it in a thing on my phone, and it's always on my clipboard. So all I got to do is highlight, the thing, and then hit paste, and boom, it's there. And I do it to all of them. I know they don't like it, but too bad. It's a scam. Everybody knows it. And I will continue to call them out. Hey, Doug Sisk, I got a interesting thing I meant to say yesterday, and I forgot because of, old age stuff. But I woke up, not last night before last. I don't know. It's probably about 4:15, 4:30, something like that. In the, a.m. And I went back to bed, and I was having trouble falling to sleep. So I was just kind of laying there, trying to get back to sleep. And the motion sensor lights that I have on this back corner, which is the bedroom corner, something triggered those, and those lights come on, and it lights up this end of the shop right here, and I have another storage building back here. So it, and it kind of lights, and you can see part of the backyard with that security camera. So anyway, since the light come on, I'm like, wonder what made that light come on. So I grabbed my trusty little phone and pulled up the app that connects with my security camera and was looking out there trying to see what, was it a cat or, what was it that made that light come on? Because something was out there moving. Sure enough, I waited just a little bit, and lo and behold, I saw a single armadillo digging around just right outside these double doors here, actually, where he was. And one thing I found interesting, and that's why I'm talking about this, is, like if there's a cat or possum, raccoon, rabbit, whatever it might be, a live animal out there, when the lights go off, the floodlights, my security camera will kick into that night vision mode. So you'll still see the heat signature. You'll see a big white blob. And usually with the outline, you can tell whether it's a cat or a dog or whatever it might be. But anyway, I was laying there staring at my phone watching that, and the time went up for the lights. So the lights went back off. And you could not see that armadillo anyway. So I'm guessing because of their armor protection, you can't see the heat from them, which I thought was kind of interesting. Now, if he'd have turned and looked right up at the camera, I'd have seen the red for the eyes, I guess. But yeah, you could not see that joker at all. And he was still right there where the camera would have seen him. But I thought that was interesting. Of all the animals, the stuff I've seen out there, when the lights go off, you can't see that joker. Anyway, let's see. What am I missing here? Bob Sims is here. Hey, Bob, how you doing? Bart Bixel, still over on the Facebooks. Good to see Bart. Ryan says, now we know where he's leaving the body. I missed something there, I guess. Jim Senecola, good morning, Jim. How are you, sir? Great sunny day today here in Collegeville, PA. So you're still visiting family there. Glad you're having good weather. Let's see. Mr. Monroe Cook is here this morning. How you doing? Good to see you. Jim says he's eating oatmeal with freshly picked blueberries. Awesome. I did cut up my first and only so far cucumber that I picked the other day. It was okay. I found it was a little better when I put just a tad of salt on it. I probably should have left it on there a little bit longer too, but it was okay. It didn't take me long to eat it because it wasn't about that big. But wasn't bad. And coming out here this morning, I did get my I showed you how tall that tomato thing, my tomato stalk is growing. So I did get the ladder and get up there and put me a little hook up there near the roof line, and then run me a string down and put a screw down into the thing on the bottom and wrapped around there and got it taut. So now I got that tallest tomato plant. I can continue to keep it where it won't get knocked over. Tyler Casey's here. He says maybe the armor is ambient temp, so it won't show. Yeah, I guess it's just one big old heat shield, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, coming out, I took a quick look at my tomato plants and stuff, as I always do. And lo and behold, got a little tiny bloom starting to come out. But what's weird is coming on the other one, the one that's tall but not as tall, the steak sandwich hybrid, the bodacious hybrid. I looked it over and I didn't see any blooms yet. But that's the one that takes 90 days. The other one takes 75 days. So looking forward to that tomato sandwich. Good God Almighty. I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. What else was I going to talk about? Went and voted yesterday. I told you I was going to go vote. But I got to say, I'm a little disappointed. I ended up going to my regular polling place. I couldn't find anything online to say that it was just because this was a special election. What it was um, for a county commissioner, district three um, position, and there was the reason there was a special election. There was a guy who was, and I can't remember his name now. Shame on me. But he was he had held that seat, and then he suddenly passed away from something. I'm not sure what. So they appointed this other guy, and he was to hold the position until they could have this special election. So, but what I'm disappointed about is when I went to my polling location, which is a church right down the road a little ways, a couple of miles. I go in there, and of course, they're still using Dominion machines, so I just don't have a lot of confidence with those. But anyway, the whole thing, it was a special, but that was it. That was nothing else on the ballot, just for that District 3 seat. And there were three people. Three people. The guy that they're considering the incumbent, which is the one that they appointed after that other guy passed away, and then two other challengers. But Jack's out there barking at something. He was laying right here, and then he got up. What he heard out there. But anyway, I'm a little disappointed because I'm thinking, there's three people, and it's a special election. Most people probably forgot about it. It's June. They're on vacation. They're not going to go vote. When I went over there was probably, there were more poll workers in there than there were voters. And of course, you get in and out really quick because not much going on. You go in, you stick your card in the thing and hit one button. That's pretty much it, because that's all it was just that one thing. But I'm kind of disappointed because I turned on the news this morning and I thought, it's not that big a deal, so they probably won't, say anything about it. But they probably have that little ticker running on the bottom saying who won, because it should probably take, I don't know, all of 10 minutes to count the votes, because like I said, there wasn't but three people, and I'm sure not that many people voted. But I've been looking around, and for the life of me, I cannot find out who won that election. And me, anytime it takes them a long time to count votes, that's not a good sign. So I don't know. A little concerned about that, but they'll get it figured out, I guess. But I just could not figure out why I could not find who won, because I'm sure the total number of votes in this election, we're talking probably hundreds, not and I mean like 100 or 200, probably not big numbers. Shouldn't take that long to count, especially with them fancy Dominion machines or stuff they use. But anyhow, Jack, what are you barking at, buddy? Here he comes. What are you barking at? Somebody in your yard? You better run them out of here. Yeah. We don't want nobody in our yard. All right, you're done good. I know. I'm going to have to put a box of treats out here somewhere, right? Bugs and stuff probably get them. So anyway, let me get back to the question I had. I think my solar man, maybe he's still hanging around out there. I was watching his video. He's doing the Raspberry Pi setup on his Gatton CNC, and he was installing homing switches. And I noticed that he did it like I do, which I don't think most people do it the way I do, but it's good to see somebody else do it that way, because I think that's a good place to put it. But he had where he hits home, reference home. It goes all the way to the Z comes up, then it goes to the back and over to the right, which I love like that, because when you get done with a project, all you got to do is hit reference all home, and it moves out of the way, parks itself back there, and you got the whole table to, get your project off of, or stack stuff on that flat surface or whatever. But anyway, and then he did something in the and Ryan, I hope you're still out there listening, since I'm getting ready to ask you this question. But then he had something where he, I guess, hits another button after he's homed it, and it's all the way to the back and to the right. And then it will come all the way up to the lower left, where I'm guessing that's your work coordinates. But my question is, if you were like, say you were doing one of those big surfboard things like you do, and you had it on the table, and you had your workplace origin in the center of the material, or let's just say the center of your table, does that mean you would home it and it would go all the way to the back right, and then you'd hit that button and it'd come all the way to the back left? Or I don't know how that Raspberry Pi stuff. I know in Mach 3, it will save your last work coordinate position if you set up the software, set up Mach 3 to do that. And so you can just, if you're working on a project, no matter where the work origin is, you get up in the morning and come back out and home it, and it goes to the back right, and then you just hit go to 0, and it goes to wherever that last one was. So my question is, can you set yours up to work that way, or is that another step? And watch, I probably said all that, and he's probably not even here. Let's see, because I don't see any more comments at all scrolling, and y'all just quit talking. You got to keep talking, because if you do that, I think I'm just sitting here talking to myself. But anyway, Ryan, I'll give you a minute to think about that. And I'm going to share with you something. I tell you what, I am so thankful to wake up every morning, especially after okay, thank you, Bart. He's checked it out. I don't know where you found that. Wow, 4,686 votes. Well, that's way more than I would have thought there would be for a total vote count. Looks like Republican Charles Cannon. Yeah, he was the guy that they had appointed for after I can't think that other guy's name. But anyway, the other guy passed away, and they appointed Charles Cannon. So he's been doing the job, and they considered him the incumbent. But okay, Mark's still here. All right. I'm just glad that I'm not talking to myself. I think Ryan may have left, though, so he may have. I don't know. Ryan is running Gerbil too. Okay, yeah. I don't know anything about that stuff. But anyway, that was if Ryan comes back and watches this, or if I catch him again, I'll have to ask him real quick before he scoots off. But anyway, what I was saying is, I got about 5 minutes left here. Then I'll let y'all go. I am so thankful to wake up every morning, because in light of what happened, 2 months ago today, I probably shouldn't even be here. But I get so tired of the part about getting old where you just do stupid things. Because, man, have I done something stupid, and I'm going to share it all with you today. Stupid. And I was so upset with myself, and I'm like, Dave, you idiot. You were just thinking about that, and then you do it anyway. But here's what I did. And it's a good thing I do this. Yesterday was Tuesday, so I thought, well, I've been trying to put out a video on Saturday. So instead of waiting until like Friday or Saturday to try to shoot the video or not, uh, yeah, Saturday. Instead of waiting till Friday to shoot it and edit it and try to rush it, I got where, especially on some of these projects, I'm like, well, I might better start at the beginning of the week because that way if I screw up, I got time to do it again. Well, I got time to do it again because that's what I'll be doing today. But I was running another rotary axis project. And you know what that means. Long, pretty much long run times. I think this one was going to be a total of about 2.5, 3 hours. And I didn't even go out there till about, because I had some other stuff to do. So I didn't even go out there till about 3 o'clock. But I spent about 4 hours, not all run time, but because I made some program changes out there at the machine computer and stuff. But anyway, I did the stupidest thing, and I can't believe I did, because I kept thinking about it before. I ran this thing, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because hopefully I get it done today and have the video out Saturday. So, but anyway, it's a rotary axis project. It's going to be really cool, I think, and it would have been really cool yesterday if I hadn't done this stupid thing. But anyway, I'm running, and I start out, and first thing I have to run the rounding thing to turn it to a cylinder. That doesn't take too awful long. I think it might have took close to 25, 30 minutes or something because it's a bigger piece. Okay. So, and then I ran. This is where I thought, no, this is not going to work, because after I got out there, got to looking at it, I'm thinking, well, this is bigger diameter, but I don't know if this is going to work because my bits aren't long enough. So I ran one bit for one part that worked okay, and then I thought, well, that bit's not going to work for the next part because I could just tell it wasn't going to work. So I had to switch it out, but then I had to, and I'm not recommending this, I had to really pull that bit out. And I had maybe a half inch in the collet. And I just tightened the heck out of it and thought, well, we're going to have to see if this works. And, since it's 3D stuff, it's not taking big, it's not hogging out big stuff. So figured it'd work. So I ran a couple other little programs to create some relief. And then I ran the roughing pass. All of it went fantastic. And I'm thinking to myself, holy cow, this is going to be cool when it gets done. But it was getting close to 7 o'clock, and I'm thinking that finishing pass is going to take probably a couple of hours, maybe 2.5. I think I'm just going to wait until tomorrow to do the finishing pass. And the whole time I'm thinking that, I'm thinking everything will be cool. Just don't touch nothing. Don't move nothing. Just turn it off. Come back in the morning. Now, I always worry about my Z maybe dropping a little or something. So I knew when I came out the next morning, I would always retouch off my Z and set it, which I would have had to do anyway, because I'm going from a roughing pass, and I use that 1/4-inch end mill to my 1/8 inch tapered ball nose with the 16-inch radius tip. So the whole time I'm thinking, it'll be fine, Dave. Just don't touch anything. So I get ready to, here's where the stupid part kicks in. I get ready to cut it off. I cut the drive box off. Computer's still on, my laptop that I'm running it with. It's still on. But I already turned off the drive box. I've already flipped off the VFD. Nothing should move. It should stay right there. But then, in a moment of brilliance, I'm thinking, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab the check key and make sure that that's tight because I'll probably forget it in the morning. That was my thinking. So what do? I grab that chuck key, and again, remember the dry box is off. And when I stuck that thing in the chuck and went to tighten it, it moved a little, rotated a little bit, and I'm like, as soon as it did, my heart sunk because I'm like, Dave, you idiot, you just you just spent 4 hours out here in this hot ass garage running this thing. It looked beautiful. All you had to do was wait on that finishing pass. But no, you had to try to tighten that up with the dry box off. So then I thought, okay, I've already got this much time invested. Let's waste a little more time and see if I can get it turned back. Well, I didn't really know because I knew it moved when I did it, but I wasn't paying attention, and I should have had it marked some way or whatever. And I was just screwed basically. So anyway, so I thought, well, wait a minute. My camera on the tripod is still sitting there. It hadn't moved. So what I did is I put my little SD card back in there and took a picture. Well, yeah. Well, I got a few more miles on me than Ken does, so I'm gonna use that as an excuse. But yeah, so anyway, so I take a picture and I go back and I look at because when I was recording the video, I got the very end of it when it stopped. So I'm comparing the location of the chuck to the location of it in the picture. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it moved down a little bit. I need to move back up. So I went back out there, moved it up a little bit, took another picture, went back and compared that one. I'm like, no, I moved it too much. I come back down. So that's what I was trying to get it set by. And you can't do that. Once you move it, it's done. But I thought, well, I've already invested this much time. Let's fire the thing up and see how off it is, Might as well waste a few more minutes. And that way, if I know for sure it's not going to work, I can go ahead and get another blank ready, get my little thing glued on the end of it. So, yeah. Big old brain fart. Big old brain fart. So, that's what I get to do again today. But I think I should know better because usually that's when I screw up is when I try to not do it all in one day. I should have just went ahead, loaded that thing up, hit that finishing pass, got it started, and then went in the house and just let it finish. That's what I should have done. But anyway, I didn't. So there you go. There's a good lesson for y'all. When you know you shouldn't touch it because it might move, don't touch it. All right. I'm out of time. I got rambling. And I don't have my little timer. I'm going to have to get me a timer out here to go off or something. I'm 34 minutes in. Ryan, I asked a question earlier. You can ponder it and come back tomorrow morning and we'll talk about it. Mark says you got to go. Road trip to Portland. All right. Have a safe trip, Mark. Thank you for joining the coffee sessions. All right. Well, since y'all know what I got to do today, I'm going to get an early start. I got my blanks already. So I'm going to get out there and hopefully I can get it all completely done, video shot and everything, before I have a brain fart later in the day. So that's the plan. Anyway, thank y'all for joining me on the coffee sessions. And I will remind folks, don't be surprised if you get up one morning and can't find the coffee sessions on Facebook, because they're probably either going to kick me off, or if they keep messing with me, I'm just going to, I'm not even going to put it over there. You'll have to come to YouTube to watch. I know it may be an inconvenience for some folks, but hey, come on, join us over on YouTube. All right, everybody have a great hump day. We will see y'all tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll have a better story to tell you tomorrow. See y'all.